All right. So I will be reading for two parts. These parts are. Let me start over. So I'm going to be reading for Laertes and Marcellus for Maryland Entertainment Group's 2018 summer production of Hamlet. And the reason why I picked both of these parts is because I believe that not only do I really like both of them, especially Laertes. If I'm being candid, Laertes is the part that I would love the most, or that is the highly sought after role of mine. I also really love Marcellus's interactions at the beginning. That helps set the mood and the tone of the scenes and interactions that sets the stage for the rest of the production. To kind of because it has that paranormal aspect about it at the very beginning with Hamlet's father. Um, so I also thought both of these roles fit my schedule, my location better. But Marcellus is just at the very beginning. Laertes is also at the very beginning and doesn't really come back until the very end, at the big climactic tragedy of everybody dying, happy times, except good old Horatio. Um, yeah, he's got to live with that. Anyway, so I find that it might be a lot easier or streamlined to be able to work around this, and because I know that there probably have been a few times during Of Mice and Men which was frustrating to deal with. And again, I very much appreciate you, Sam. Sam, you are a saint, and I can't thank you enough for the accommodations you have made, knowing of where I am, yet still being willing to work with me. It warms my heart. It really does. And so I thought that both of these roles could probably help make it a little bit less stressful or frustrating, um, to deal with that sort of distance, because I really do want to be a part of this and really do want to continue working with you guys while I'm still in this general area. And so, without further ado, let's get right into it. Let me just bring up. I'll start with scene or this part with Marcellus when he is responding to Horatio after they just saw the ghost and after he just dissipated, and they're freaking out. Let me get my throat here for a second. Ugh. It faded on the crowing of the cock. Some say that ever against the season comes wherein our Saviour's birth and celebrated. The birth of dawning singeth all night long, and then they say, no spirit dares stir abroad. The nights are wholesome, that no planets strike, no fairies take, nor witch hath power to charm. So hallowed and so graceful is the time. Let me do that one more. Let me do that one more time. A bit more. It faded on the crowing of the cock. Some say that ever against the season comes, wherein our Saviour's birth is celebrated. The bird is dawning singeth all night long, and then they say no spirit dares stir abroad. The nights are wholesome, and no planet strikes, no fairy takes, nor witch hath power to charm. So hallowed and so graceful is the time. And then next we have Laertes. I decided to go with his when he first returns and they discover that he is he's out for revenge for his father, but then he comes in contact with Ophelia after Ophelia's kind of lost a few screws up here, and so I really think that this reaction is really heartbreaking for Laertes. Laertes, I find, is a great character because he just he's a little presumptuous about Hamlet at the beginning, and I mean rightfully so. I think I believe that he's a good brother who's looking out for his sister, pardon me. And I think this is the final nail in the coffin that just drives his urge to exact revenge upon Hamlet, because he blames Hamlet for all this. Obviously, he kind of is, but really, it's Gertrude. No, Claudius. Claudius's fault, really, because he got the domino effect going with that murder. But anyway, this is right. This is right as this is when Laertes and Claudius are talking about it wasn't us. Hamlet's the one who did this. Your father's dead, and bring in Ophelia. Okay, so let me do that. How now? What noise is that? Oh, heat, dry up my brains. Tea is 7 times salt, burn out the sense and virtue of mine eye. By heaven, thy madness shall be paid by weight. Till our scale turn the beam, O rose of May. Dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. Oh heavens, 'tis possible a young maid's wit should be as moral as an old man's life. Nature is fine in love, and where 'tis fine, it sins some precious instance of itself after the thing it loves. Let me try that. Let me do that one more time. I think, because if it's all right with you, I mean, you can close this video whenever you want. You may have already done it, but I also want to read the part where he and Hamlet are going at it, and Hamlet manages to nick him with his envenomed saber, because that part is just big climactic moment of, oh no, Laertes, you kind of dropped the ball there. So let me do this part one more time. I'm pointing at nothing, but there's a screen here. I assure you, that's what I'm looking at. How now? What noise is that? Oh, heat, dry up my brains. Tears 7 times salt, burn out the sense of virtue in mine eye. By heaven, thy madness shall be paid in weight. Till our scale turn the beam, oh rose of May. Dear maid, sweet sister, kind Ophelia. Oh heavens, is it possible a young maid's wits should be as moral as an old man's life? Nature is fine in love, and where 'tis fine, it sins some precious instance of itself after the thing it loves. All right, that's one last thing, and then that'll be it for me. It's further down. Where is it? It's funny, his reaction, Hamlet's reaction to that blade is poison. He's, oh, trying to poison me, huh? I could put this to good use. Turns and stabs Claudius. It's great, all this. It's just not at all like everything else. This build up. Almost there. Thank you for bearing with me. Somewhere. Where are you? So sorry, I should have had this pulled up. It's near the very end. All this stuff with Orsic. Come on, get to the fight. Just fight already. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Last thing. It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instruments and is thy is. Let me do that one more time. Hold on. Oopsie daisy. It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand. Unbaited and envenomed, the foul practice hath turned itself on me. Lo, here I lie, never to rise again. Thy mother's poisoned, I can no more. The king is to blame. Do you mind if I do that? Do you mind if I do that one more time? I'm sorry, I swear this is the last time. It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand. Unbaited and envenomed, the foul practice hath turned itself on me. Lo, here I lie, never to rise again. Thy mother's poisoned, I can no more. The king is to blame. All right, so thank you so much again for whoever. I don't know if it's just Sam. Thank you to Maryland Entertainment Group for taking the time to listen to this, and special thanks to Sam for letting me do this, accommodating me when I had to be here for a surprise interview during the time of the callbacks. And so I very much appreciate letting me do this unofficial recorded callback. And I do apologize that this is a little bit later of a submission. Things have been really insane here at my apartment. We had to fumigate basically a few parts of the area, and so things had been really noisy and hectic. And I just started a new full-time job, and yeah. So thank you so much again. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'm sure most of you know how to get in contact with me. You have my email, you have my phone number, anything at all. Please feel free to contact me. So if also, I am very much willing if it comes up, there's another role or something else in mind that you would have for me, I would very much like to hear you out and see what it is and see if there can be more working out, because if those who are casting this sees something else that I could do, or they think it would be a role that'd be really good suited for me, please reach out to me, and I would love to talk about working out a schedule around it, or if it's something really got a lot of gravitas to it, maybe I would very much be eager to make the attempt to drive down a few more times. I'm now working full time, so I'll hopefully be a little bit more financially stable and well off. Fingers crossed, am I right? But yeah, so again, this is This video has gone on way too long, but thank you again for listening to this. And I hope to hear from you soon. Yeah. And if not, I'll be seeing you all again this Thursday. And if not this Thursday, some point during the show of Mice and Men. Cool. Thank you so much again. Take care.